Welcome back. Today we're diving into episode 3 of the Reverse Song Project, featuring some Maroon 5 tracks loaded with an extraordinary number of hidden messages. Instead of easing in with commentary about the process, I want to jump straight into one of the reversals to show just how clear, powerful, and revealing these reverse vocals can be. We're starting with Maroon 5's Memories. So let's hear that right now, and then I will explain what the heck is happening here. You may have noticed that this is not the typical snippets of reverse songs you've heard in the past, but a complete conversation from start to finish, which with a little practice, you should be able to catch some or most of. So what is happening here? It sounds incredible, but I have discovered a channel where I can connect and record another dimension. In the rest of this episode, I will feature much more evidence and explain how and why it is possible. With all my heart, I ask that you believe me when I say, this may be the start of a journey that you never believed possible, one that will open your mind to the existence of a new spiritual dimension that mainstream science cannot explain. In episode 1, I suggested that the act of observation may have a quantum effect on reverse music. Today I'm going to expand that idea and show what it could mean in this work. When I say quantum, I'm not excluding God or the angels, quite the opposite. God originally created the quantum order before humanity, and that order shows up for us in 3 interwoven realms we encounter every day: dreams and visions, the spiritual world, and the physical world. And they all can have a positive effect for our future. Scientists have discovered that sound vibrations can act like tiny particles called phonons that carry information much like light does. By reshaping or even reversing sound, some researchers can control how those vibrations are created, moved, and combined. So playing music backwards isn't just a curiosity. Under the right circumstances, it becomes a precise tool for guiding these microscopic vibrations. And that's why reverse songs could matter for new ways of sending, storing, or transforming information. So let's set the lab aside for a moment and look at this from a spiritual angle. For decades, people have warned that reverse music can hide dark messages, and that warning isn't necessarily wrong. Sound carries patterns and intent, and those patterns can come from sources that are either constructive or harmful. The crucial point is that not every reverse clip is the same. Some reverse signals may resonate with uplifting, healing frequencies, while others may amplify confusion or fear. Where things went wrong historically is in the tuning and the intent behind the listening. Many early reversals were made without discernment. Tools, translators, and listeners who didn't know how to isolate benevolent frequencies ended up amplifying the darker ones. When many people attune to a negatively sourced reverse message, that pattern gains strength in the shared field of attention and begins to influence collective thought energy. Once a pattern has that collective momentum, it can ripple outward. So that also means that each one of you that learned to understand the language of the angels in reverse music will be able to pass that same knowledge of understanding on to someone else without you even knowing it. It is like they are evolving with you. I talk about removing dark messages from reverse music and replacing them with clear, positive intent. I mean it sincerely. I've introduced reverse tracks tuned to uplifting patterns into what I call the quantum reality, and every listener becomes a transmitter of that positivity to everyone who hears the song. As more people listen and share those reversed messages, the positive pattern grows stronger and begins to counterbalance the harmful reverse patterns some young listeners encounter. Over time, a sustained, collective focus on intentionally composed reverse audio can weaken the influence of negative content and amplify healing with constructive signals instead. It's like tuning into a new radio station that encourages positivity and truth instead of a station that propagates lies and deception. With a little practice, many listeners will be able to hear the reverse message clearly in that last song. The angels don't stop with this one. I've identified at least 2 more songs from them where the reversals are equally distinct, and I'll be featuring both in this podcast. This next reverse song by Maroon 5 is called Middle Ground. This reverse song speaks of democracy. One of my ancestors was Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson played a central role in expanding popular democracy in the United States. His presidency and the Jacksonian movement shifted political power toward the common man and helped shape the modern Democratic Party. The song begins with a hard question. Why would anyone let a single person stand as if they alone are leading us? I tell listeners plainly that when I present these words, I am not the source. For more than 20 years, I have received messages from God and the angels, and what I channel here belongs to them. Some people will question what I say, the content of the reversals, or the fact that I appear as the messenger, and that's understandable. My role is to pass along what I receive, guidance about leadership, empathy, and how love either grows or withers depending on who we follow. The lyrics, heard in reverse, read like a warning followed by a promise, a call to stay awake, refuse selfishness, and choose the fearless path that opens to love. I remind you that the authority behind this transmission is divine, not my own. So this next song, Middle Ground by Maroon 5, touches on that idea beautifully. It's another one of those remarkably clear reversals, one of nearly 200 I've worked on, where hidden messages run from start to finish. Let's take a listen. So again, you might assume this isn't possible, especially with the range of AI audio processing tools available today. But here's the important part. In my workflow, no AI enhancement, isolation, or synthesis tools are used. The only operation I perform is a direct reversal of the audio. If you want to verify that, download the same YouTube source, reverse it yourself, and you'll hear the same reverse vocal patterns I've captioned. Some researchers describe individuals who act as magnets for anomalous phenomena, UFO sightings, ghost activity, and so on. In my case, the closest parallel is that I function as a kind of reverse EVP magnet. Over time, I've trained myself to detect, track, and document consistent EVP-like patterns embedded within reverse music. What you're hearing is the result of that long-term observational phenomena. The next song is Girls Like You, released May 31st, 2018. It opens with a strong, repeated affirmation. God will lead us in this religion. It's communal. The message names others and even me, placing us together in a knowing. The imagery felt uplifting. I'm looking upward, supporting those who cherish the art of reverse, and angels merge onto a true path. Now let us hear the reversal of Maroon 5's Girls Like You. In this next reverse transcription that I did, shows how the angels are talking about harmonizing with heaven and candy for the soul. The angels have talked much about harmony in the past, yet some don't realize they are not just talking about the harmonies in the reverse songs. They explain it a little better in this one by describing how these reverse songs can open a doorway to your heart that allows you to have harmony in life, and how your life can be in harmony with the goodness of heaven. The song is Beautiful Mistakes by Maroon 5, and American rapper Megan Thee Stallion in the beginning of this song. I even had trouble with it, as it was not as clear as the first two songs I did. I even had to channel some of my own words in those parts. You should be able to tell the difference of when I did, and that may give you some idea of how I do not usually do that in other videos. However, there are a massive amount of very clear parts in the reverse song that are easier to understand. Keep in mind that any of the phrases I may have filled in do not change the message. So, I think you could say that this wonderful reverse song made my own heart want to sing out. Here is that reverse song. Now listen to it.
This reverse song from Maroon 5, called One More Night, speaks about a world where the economy often dictates the ebb and flow of society, and in it, exists a lesson of purity that transcends monetary value. It teaches us that when many suffer under the weight of financial strain, the true wealth lies not in currency, but in the richness of spirit and moral fortitude. This lesson relates to many, for it is universal in its appeal and grounded in virtues that are timeless. It speaks of a magical reality, one that relies on the collective will and goodness of people, and it is as real as the dreams we weave for our children's future. The philosophy is simple yet profound: to live without the abuse of freedom, to lead lives adorned with virtues, and to nurture every home with the care and innocence found in the arms of a child. It is a belief in the good, even when faced with setbacks, for in the reflection of our trials, we often find our greatest strengths. We are given a prophecy, a vision that we can all relate to, a philosophy of life that resonates with the soul's melody. It speaks of an economy not built on greed, but on the contributions of each individual, where every moment is cherished, and every act of kindness is a step towards a collective dream. Yet, the narrative does not shy away from the harsh realities of debt and disappointment. It acknowledges the hearts that ache in the shadow of unfulfilled promises and the disillusionment that comes with material obsession. But it also offers a path to redemption through morality, a reminder that our fortunes are not bound by wealth but by the integrity of our actions. As we embark on this journey, it is but a beginning, a nascent step towards a life of purpose. We are reminded that we do not need a fortune to live a fulfilling life, for the true treasures are found in the lessons we learn and the spiritual connections we forge. The Spirit of the Divine touches every life, guiding us through the ordinary yet profound demands of existence. And when we align our hearts with truth, we find that even in the company of fools, there is a path that unites us, a path of faith and hope. In the end, our homes require faith, and our beginnings are filled with the potential of known faiths that inspire us to uphold our rights. It is a secret that is not so secret, to be factual, to reinforce humanity with lessons that resonate across species. And so, God bands with those who work earnestly, becoming a channel to elect those who align with the divine. In this unity, we find the essence of our prophecy, our philosophy, and our economy, one that is made through us, for us, and with us. The synopsis aims to encapsulate the essence of the reverse words of this song, creating a narrative that intertwines economic principles with moral and spiritual lessons. It's a reminder that in the grand tapestry of life, every thread, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributes to the strength and beauty of the whole. This reverse song is not as clear as some that Ryan has done in the past. However, the message is important, and a philosophy in which we should all open our hearts to, when yourself or others are struggling financially. Now let's hear the reversal of Maroon 5's One More Night.
This next reversal carries the same smooth, flowing energy you heard in the previous tracks, but it stands on its own. I only worked with this one song from the group. It's Lord's song called Solar Power, and when you listen to it in reverse, a very clear spiritual theme emerges. The message centers on the power of love, how it moves, how it heals, and how it's offered to us in countless forms. The reversal suggests that this love is something God continually provides, and that when you genuinely seek it, you begin to recognize the many ways it shows up in your life. Now let's hear that song. The next and final song in this episode is another one-off, and it carries a profoundly spiritual message. It's Symphony by Clean Bandit. When this track is reversed, the lyrics open up into something far beyond the surface. They speak about the notes of God himself. It's as if the music becomes a language the angels use to remind us why they're here, to help sustain the life of Earth, to guide humanity forward, and to keep us aligned with the divine rhythm we were created to follow. The message also touches on the power of God-given knowledge. It suggests that when we seek understanding, real spiritual understanding, we naturally move away from hate, fear, and the small evils that divide us. The angels echo that wisdom in the reversal, urging us to grow, to learn, and to let God's harmony shape how we treat one another.
Great Eyes on the side, man. If we rising, so young, wish that the wish can have fresh down. Oh, I want to get so surely, but we make it. Oh, leave me to feel.